Okay, now this is arguably the most difficult section, or the easiest, depending on your training and your experience. Now, let's not give up. This is melodic dictation. Where does it say that? What's extract 4? We haven't had melodic dictation yet. So here, transcribe the missing melody. So again, these are 3 times each. 3 times, 3 times, and 3 times. The whole thing will be played 3 times at the end. Oh, will now be played 3 times. Oh, okay. That's at the end, I think. Okay. Let's just have a look at the melodic dictation. In level 1, as I said, the rhythm is given. The counting is tricky because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Well, you've only got 3 beats. The 1 to 3 will be sort of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's coming in as an incomplete bar or anacrusis. Anacrusis. That's a good one to know for your score reading as well. A pickup beat. Pickup. So the main beat will be that one. Bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like rhythmic dictation, you're not actually dictating the rhythm, but you need to know where these beats fall. So when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That dotted crotchet, remember, is worth 3 quavers. All of these beats are quaver beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it's in 6/8 time. So I think when you listen to this first time round, just know where your spacings are. So when you're putting the notes in, you're not sort of making mistakes. You're going to be guessing these contours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that one is with 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, dotted crotchet rest. So you're not going to hear any, well, there's no sound there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, the way this works is because you started with 3 beats only, 3 quaver beats, you're going to only have 3 quaver beats. That's the convention. Okay, now I think we're sort of ready to follow. What I'm going to do is just play it to you.
Extract 4. You now have 1 minute to read the information below.
Okay, let's skip the information.
You will hear another extract in the key of C major for a solo trombone, accompanied by brass ensemble. The music is printed on page 9. The whole extract will now be played once.
Okay.
Follow the score as the music plays. A dotted crotchet beat pulse will be heard before the extract starts.
Your task is to separate out the trombone from the rest of the brass ensemble, which is not easy. Okay, we'll do the best we can. Now, some of these movements that you hear, you're going to be going up or down, and you got to decide whether these are going up by steps. Now, if they're moving in steps, like in a scale, you're going to see it going sort of line, space, line, this. Or if they're sort of moving up in leaps, these are sort of in an arpeggio, like do, 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 do. So kind of a bigger gap, right? So you have to decide whether are they moving in steps or are they sort of going in thirds. But we won't know. But see if you can actually just get the contour right for this exercise here. Okay, I'm going to play it again.
Separate sections of the extract will now be played 3 times each. Task E. Sections A, B and C. Here is section A for the first time.
So I heard dun 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 dun, boom, boom. So it actually went up and down. Dum, bum. This is where your knowledge of intervals might come in. That was a fourth I heard. Dum, bum, bum, and went down by a step. And then went up by a step. Dum, bum, bum. That was a stepwise movement. Notice how I'm not writing out the whole thing.
Here is section A for the second time.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do the stalks later, but this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, dom, bom. The crucial one was the first one here. Do, fa, amazing grace. That's a fourth, perfect fourth. And then it went down by 1.
Here is section A for the third
Remember
time.
the melody. That won't be anything. That's a C. Bom, 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 bom. Ba 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 da da. That's a chord F A C da da da. Remember, these are sort of third movements, moving down by a third. Okay, let's go to the next extract.
Here is section B for the first time.
Dum bum 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 bum. I'm gonna do the easiest first. Bum 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 bum. No. Bum 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 bum. Went up by a step. Bum 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 bum. Just gonna do dots. Bum bum bum. So I heard patterns here. These are all sort of third movements, but they were going that. Bum 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 bum.
Here is section B for the second time.
I can sort of concentrate on this part. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bum bum la bum. That's a third. From there, bum bum ba da da da. That's a fourth. Da bum. So go backwards to go. Amazing grace. La ba ba dum ba dum. That's a third. So go reverse to work out the intervals. This is where intervals are handy.
Here is section B for the third time.
Ba, ba, ba. He's very mean. But they're expecting you to sort of get the chords. Bum, 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 bum. That was a fourth descending. Dum, da, dum, bla, dum. That's a third. Da, da, dum, ba, da, dum. That's an F, A, C. It's just a major. So these are major chords just broken up. Da, 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 dum. Oops, it's all going to. So I'm going to just change. Okay, you don't need to show them the intervals, but see where that pitch, knowing the pitch and the intervals is very handy. You can get it quite accurate. But look, if you can't do this accurately, even if you get the contour, you're still going to achieve. But maybe that's not what you're going for. I'm going to put these in. Pretty sure that's right. It's just moving. When it's moving in steps, I think it's quite easy. But some people find it more difficult. That's going up a step. Now let's do C.
Here is section C for the first time.
So, mi, fa, re, do. I'm using solfege and I'm singing. So, mi, fa, re, do. So, mi is a third. Fa, re, so, mi, fa is a step up. Fa, re, do. It's a third down. Re, do is a second. So that's, I'm using solfege, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Here is section C for the second
La,
time.
do, mi. Yeah, that pitch was a bit out, wasn't it? La, do, mi. That's an E. So, mi, fa, re, do. Now, we use solfege like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you have that in your arsenal, you can sing anything.
Here is the section from C to the end for the third time.
Now, let's have a listen to the whole thing. So, the secret to doing this in C major is just really ideal. If you know your solfege, sol, this is G, which is your do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, la, ti, do, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, la. Do, la, fa, do, la, do, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re, mi. La, do, mi, sol, mi, fa, re, do. You can sing while reading these dots. And it takes training to do this, but once you master it, it becomes quite easy. Now, if you don't do solfege, you can do what I just did here, working out the intervals. Ba, 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 ba. But you got to pitch the sound in your head. I know I'm not the greatest singer, but you really singing does help. Okay, and you got to sing somehow inside your head. Okay, shall we check the whole thing now?
The whole extract will now be played 3 times. Here is the first playing.
So what I've got here in green is the contour. If you get the shape of the melody, that's an achieved. We're going to have a look at the marking schedule very soon. Let's have a listen to it one more time.
Here is the second playing.
Okay. Well, one more time. Good measure.
And now, here is the third and final playing.
Okay. So we'll look at the marking schedule. Now in this we have 3 melodic phrases with allowance for 3 errors overall. So how many melodic phrases? That's 1 melodic phrase, 1, 2 melodic phrases, and the third one, and the fourth one.
You now have time to check your answers and go over them in ink.
Okay,
This is the end of the recording.
right. So you're allowed to make 3 errors. Notates 2 melodic phrases will allow for 2 errors in section A, section B, and 1 error in section C. They're thinking section C is easier, or maybe there's less notes. Yeah, look at B. I think B is just cruel. But these are all based on that F major arpeggio. Or could be, this is what we call a broken chord. So C, A, F, C, F, C, A, C, A, F. See, this is all from that F major, FAC triad. All in this sort of order, isn't it? That's a reverse of the chord. That's starting from the third, going to F. So there was a definite pattern there. So because I'm used to hearing these kind of patterns, I was able to notate it as well. But again, very, very difficult. The rhythm's just too horrible, because you've got 6/8, it has 6 beats. I think these kind of examples are the worst, because you got to notate so many per bar. If you're doing something in 2/4, which they never give, you've only got 2 notes per bar. But if you have 6 notes per bar, you have more chance of getting them wrong. Okay, so what's achieved if you just get 3 melodic contours? that's a contour. Bum, bum, bum. So if you got it in the wrong line, but you got the shape right, that's one. Da da dee da dee da. So if you do something like ba 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 boo ba ba, but that's a general shape of the melody. You're going to get ya da 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 da. Right, so if you get, anyway, 3 of them, get an achieved. So this is how the overall mark works. If you get 5 of the 6 excellence chances, so you know how we had all these excellences for whatever. If you have 5 of them, you get E8. That's a solid E. If you get 4 E's out of the 6 available, you get an E7. So that's still an excellent. So you're allowed to bomb out in 2 of them. So let's say you bombed out with melodic dictation, this one, because of that hectic line, or you can't do bass lines, or many reasons, and you bombed out with rhythmic dictation, but you can make up with the other chances. Now, if we go back to this one, so if you do this really well, you've got, so how many chances of excellence? That's first opportunity, that's the second opportunity, third opportunity, and the fourth opportunity, fifth opportunity, and sixth opportunity. So melodic dictation, or so that was chords, wasn't it? Yeah, these were chords. That's your rhythm, and these are identifying articulation, and dynamic changes, and some tempo changes. So, well, according to last year anyway, you're allowed to bomb out in 2 of these. And the big one could be melodic or rhythm, or it could be chords and rhythm, or it could be melody and chords. But what you really need to ace, in my opinion, are these 4 at the beginning. Things might be different, but what you don't do is you just throw it away just because you don't do the rhythm and chords or any of these. If you don't give up, I think there's still an opportunity to do this well. Okay, I hope that's been useful for you. And we just need to do some very minute, practices, just honing in on these skills. Okay, right.